Oh, did you see my thing?
Yeah.
And what's going to happen?
Pardon me?
What's going to happen?
Well, I got to figure out what the whole story is, Charles. I'm just getting your side, right?
Three sides again?
There's always three sides to the story. You know that. But anyway, I want to find out.
What do you think
You're over
about?
there.
What do you think of the Sun? What do you think of the Terry Sagan, your interview this morning?
Well, did you hear it?
No.
Well,
I'm going by what the comments were on,
What are the comments?
on Twitter. Oh, you
I
don't
haven't seen
believe in democracy.
you know-
Question period is not worth it. It's a
No,
waste of time.
you know that's not true. And
I'm asking you.
And I never said that. I said it's not a waste of time. What I did say was, look, I have no problem debating, and I'm sure our leader, our Premier Brian Gallant, enjoys it, answering questions, because the facts will always be the facts. And no matter how many times the opposition asks one and one, the answer is always going to be two.
So why are we getting rid of question period for 6 weeks?
But again, that's what that's the coffee shop talk. We're not getting rid of it. All we're doing, we're the first government to ever go back in February rather than wait until March. So we're doing 2 weeks now in February. We're doing our estimates, and every chance I spent 3.5 hours answering questions from the opposition.
Yeah, but
Not just 30 minutes, 3.5 hours.
you mean community of a whole?
No, they're called estimates. That deals with my budget.
Yeah.
So they can ask me questions on anything in public safety or anything. Well, it was public safety yesterday.
But who watches that?
Who watches question period?
Well, they could listen to bullshit for about 20 minutes. I mean, it's 20 minutes. No, but if you have an issue
other
like...
than Bruce Fitch's mother.
No, come on.
Well,
If
really,
you
who
have,
watches it?
if you have, I do. I mean, if I,
And
for
do
just
you
for
find
20
it-
minutes, just for 20 minutes.
But do you find it worthwhile? Do you find it that's going to help the people of this province?
If there's a tragedy or like Bombardier is shut down, they cut off 5,000 jobs. I know this is
7,000.
7,000. Like a politician
Yeah.
telling me the facts.
No,
That's
I
good.
just heard it.
And a former cop at that. But anyway, you turn it around. If this was in New Brunswick,
Yes.
then today we could sit down with you and question period and say, okay, what is the government going to do?
Let's talk about that. What happened in Piccadilly in Sussex?
Yes.
Okay. So the only questions we ever got of that was, where was the Premier? Where was the Premier? He was over in Devon. He was
Yeah.
already over there when it happened. But where did their MLA go?
Well, okay, Bruce.
Where did he go?
Yeah, he was down the
South.
state somewhere. Yeah.
He went south
Yeah.
during the time.
Yeah.
He wasn't there at the opening of the Ski Hill Lodge. He wasn't there to help a family out. I was there. I was there because I was representing
Yeah.
government, and I thought it was more important. I already had a plan. I just got back from Quebec, but I thought it was more important to a family and to New Brunswickers and people in Sussex for
Yeah,
someone
but
from government.
let's
No,
look
just
at-
hold on a second. And the second thing, they talk about, we need to be in the legislature to debate. We need to be here because the people have put us here. And we need here to be here because we're getting paid to be here.
Yes.
Did you find out what the vote was? We have 26 members. They have 22 and 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
The vote was 25 because I think Mr. Arsenault was in the hospital
Mm-hmm.
getting his shoulder done. They had 17. So my question is, wouldn't you think the public,
Yeah, but
where was their members?
I know that. You're a first-term MLA.
Yes.
Okay, so you learned the last year and a half, 2 years, you learned
what?
that politics is bullshit. You know that, but never mind. What I'm
yeah.
trying to say is the ordinary New Brunswicker
Yes.
will not understand what you just said.
I think
you
you-
have questions.
I think I disagree with you, and I'll tell you why.
Would you change-
The
are you
ordinary
changing-
New Brunswicker wants
Right.
to see their MLA, wants to contact their MLA, wants their MLA like a good neighborhood police officer.
Yeah.
They want to see you.
Good neighborhood police.
No,
but
but-
you're just
True.
distracting me. We don't see them
No,
at all.
but-
Okay, go ahead.
But it's true, right? And for us to sit here, I'm lucky. I'm the only one in government here.
Yes, they're all sending your problem to you. Their problem to you.
But what happened? What I'm saying about that is that they would rather see me out in the community like I'm doing now.
Yeah.
If I stop and they can ask me questions like you're doing right
Yeah.
here today, asking me questions. But if I'm stuck behind the walls of the legislature, they can't get at me. And look.
But
we're
that's
not
our
ducking.
process. No, you're not ducking.
But the legislature is an old process.
Yes.
I'm going to probably say this wrong, but I'm going to try and make sure I'm very clear.
It's all right. I don't edit. Don't worry about it.
Do things need to change? We have a different world today than we had?
We got bloggers
18,
outside on the road
but
that
we
could
have-
put the
but-
camera in your
But
face.
we have social media.
Social media.
We have emails. We didn't have that back in the day when
No.
people would find out through paper. I
That's
guess.
why Mr. Irving bought all the newspapers so people won't find out. I mean,
Well,
simple
anyway.
as that.
But my point is, the people that I've talked to in my riding and around the Frank, they want to see me out in the street to ask me questions.
Of course.
They don't want to hear Bruce Fitches or the members of the opposition asking the same question over. And you know what? The budget just came out 2 weeks ago. Like I told Terry Sagan, the budget just came out 2 weeks ago. How many questions was asked about the budget? Hardly any, if none.
Okay, so
They want to talk about that you were in Davos or you're traveling around.
so you're not escaping, you're not changing
No.
into the Stephen Harper style of
Absolutely
government.
not. That's what they want the people to believe, and it's too bad that we're not. As the guest before me was from the University of New Brunswick. He was a political scientist, I believe.
Yeah,
He was
Don
saying,
Don Desro.
The only thing that the opposition wants to do is to embarrass government.
Yes, that's their job.
But is it that what the people want? The people are tired of that kind of politics. They really are.
Would you
they
talk
wanna see-
that way if you
I
were
was
in the
talking-
opposition?
I don't know because I've never been there, but I believe I would like to think I would, because I've been elected and they've been elected to represent their community. Is that not fair to say that?
Yeah.
And what's more important for their community? Especially,
but
let's take
if-
Bruce Fitch's community.
Okay.
Jobs.
Yeah, yeah. Causeway.
economy-
Causeway.
Well, I don't know about the causeway, but jobs.
Yeah.
Getting our economy and family.
Yeah, but if you have community of the whole to study education and health the health department, you can't ask other questions but education and health.
But like I said, they just asked me 3.5 hours worth of questions the other day. The other way is only 30 minutes.
Was media there? Was people watching? Do they know?
The media got me right after for 15 minutes of scrum, talking about they want to know about the enforcement, the tobacco enforcement unit. They want to talk about the interchange that's going to happen over in Frederick North.
So
I've got another announcement here today at the hospital.
So you guys are not running away from.
Charles, I've never
you
run
don't
away from
mind
anything.
questions. You don't mind.
I love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
So we're going to see you again.
And
What are
know
you doing downtown? Anyway,
I like to get out some fresh air, to be honest with you. I just got
fresh air. You met me.
No, from this morning I was with Terry Sagan on CBC. This morning, right after that, we had the Nurses Association celebrating their 100th anniversary, and we want to work closely with the Health Authority. I just had 2 meetings. Now I'm going to go up to the hospital.
And now your phone is ringing there.
It never stops.
Never stops.
Yeah.